We have breaking news from the New York Times. The Times has just posted a new report that says when Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State, she exclusively used a personal email account for all of her government business, and that might have violated federal rules. The Times reports that her aides did not preserve the emails on State Department servers as required by the Federal Records Act. The Times also reports that Hillary Clinton did not have a government email address during the 4 years that she was at the State Department. The email account was discovered by the House committee investigating the Benghazi attack, according to the Times report.
Breaking tonight, new questions about the future of the 2016 White House race following a week of bombshell headlines involving the most likely Democratic nominee. Welcome to the Kelly File, everyone. I'm Megyn Kelly. Welcome, everybody.
Do you believe that? Do you believe it's Hillary stuff?
Well, there's a couple of things I don't believe, but we can start there. Yeah, how does she serve as Secretary of State for all those years and nobody notices that her emails are not coming from a government address?
I mean, in violation.
HRC@hotmail.com.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what?
Meanwhile, speaking of trust, is it a break of trust? It's a Fox News alert. There is the bombshell that when Secretary of State Hillary Clinton was the Secretary of State, she never, not one day in her tenure, had an official government email. Instead, she conducted all of her personal and official business with a personal email account.
You know, Hillary Clinton has opened herself up to, a really big question here, which is how forthcoming is she willing to be? And this is an issue that kind of dogged her when she ran in 2008, that she was trying to keep things from getting out into the public. And I think for anyone who thinks that we've seen all there is to see about Hillary Clinton, that all of her dirty laundry has been aired, they're realizing now that that's just not the case.
What, if any, documents of Hillary Clinton's have they provided? Have you gotten emails of hers over the past 6 years?
None that we can tell. We filed over 160 requests for information with the State Department. There's 20 lawsuits, 10 are still active. We can't find anything in any of the Benghazi documents that we obtained. And we noticed in those documents, where are the Hillary Clinton emails? They've been playing a shell game with us.
And this was your quote, Hillary Clinton did nothing wrong. I can understand saying she didn't break the law, but do you really believe she did nothing wrong?
I do, but no, but she also did nothing illegal, and Governor Huckabee suggested that she might. The reason I don't think she did anything wrong is that, number one, there's plenty of precedent. General Colin Powell did exactly the same thing. Number two,
the rules were completely different?
The rules were not completely different.
Yes, they were. There was a new rule in 2009 that came in.
In fact, the rule in 2009 only talked about preservation, which she has followed, and in 2014 the rules changed.
All right.
come on. What's the big deal? So Hillary Clinton used her private email for work. Everybody does it. Who cares? And why is this even important? Why? Because this is a woman with a past, a history of evading, obfuscating, hiding. Here, making sure we only see sanitized content of emails.
Good evening. Hillary Clinton is not yet a candidate for president, but she may have gotten a preview today of what the campaign trail could be like.
It was a media frenzy unlike anything ever seen at the UN. A likely presidential candidate trying to quiet a firestorm by finally explaining why she used a private email system while Secretary of State.
I opted for convenience to use my personal email account, which was allowed by the State Department, because I thought it would be easier to carry just one device for my work and for my personal emails instead of two.
My name is Eric Hodaham. Some people say I don't exist. Some people say I'm a pseudonym. And some people say I'm a misspelling of a close aide to the Clintons after they left the White House. But none of this is true. My name is Eric Hodaham, and this is my story. People all over the world will remember the name Eric Hodaham as the guy who set up Hillary's shady email server.
Your detractors believe that you did not tell the world it was a terror attack because your campaign didn't want that out.
Bill,
That's what they believe.
And they believe it because folks like you are telling them that. I mean, these kinds of things keep on surfacing, in part because you and your TV station will promote them.
Your detractors believe that you did not tell the world it was a terror attack because your campaign didn't want that out.
Bill,
That's what they believe.
And they believe it because folks like you are telling them that. I mean, these kinds of things keep on surfacing, in part because you and your TV station will promote them.
Don't you someday want to see a woman president of the United States of America?
I want to get away from politics for a minute and talk about real estate. Do you think you might live in a different house in 2016?
Well, I hope not, because 2016 is the election year and I don't have any place to move.
But you have to start looking early because it takes so long to close on real estate.
I hear that.